Creepypastas are scary and disturbing stories told by creative authors who sometimes even claim them to be true. And while most of these stories are forgotten within a day's time, there are some out there that make us question our own reality. Here are the 5 creepiest creepypastas ever told. Number 5 is Sonicexe. A boy named Tom received a package from his friend named Kyle in the mail. It was a copy of the game Sonic the Hedgehog, and Kyle said it was in his best interest to destroy the game and to not boot it up. Tom, being a huge Sonic fan, decided to boot up the game anyways. He soon noticed that this wasn't the Sonic he remembered, but a more demonic version. Sonic now had black eyes with red irises and blood dripping from them. As he progressed throughout the game, he found that the background was full of destruction and all of the animals that once roamed around were now dead. Each level of the game, Tom played as a different character from the franchise, but Sonic would end up killing them and a bone-chilling scream would be heard.
I will eat your heart.
At the end of the game, a disturbingly realistic image of Sonic popped up on the screen with the words "I am God" above him. Tom quickly went to destroy the game, but was startled from the bleeding Sonic plushie that laid on his bed. Number 4 is 1999. A man named Elliot decided to investigate a low-budget TV show he used to watch as a kid. It only aired for a few episodes before being terminated, but the damage had been done to anyone who watched it. One of the episodes, called Playing with Scissors, featured a live-action hand stabbing a smaller hand with a pair of rusty scissors, and a muffled child's screams are heard in the background. One of the most infamous episodes, however, was called Mr. Bear Cellar, and featured a mentally unstable man who dressed up as a character named Mr. Bear, and did things so sadistic and disturbing that they cannot be mentioned here. Number 3 is That's Where the Bad Kids Go. A man decided to investigate an old show he used to watch. The show contained graphic imagery and scare tactics to persuade kids into listening to their parents. At the end of every episode, the camera would do a slow zoom in to an old rusted door. As the camera got closer, screams could be heard as the text "That's Where the Bad Kids Go" popped up in Arabic. Despite being abandoned for decades, he was able to locate the building that the show took place in, and eventually the infamous old rusted door. However, he was not prepared for what was on the other side. Inside, he found a big empty room filled with blood, feces, and bones, with a caged microphone hanging from the ceiling. Number 2 is White with Red. During a vacation, a man checks into a hotel. Upon receiving his room key, he is told that he will be passing a room with no number, and at no point should he try to enter or look into the room. By the second night, his curiosity was too much and he decided to look through the keyhole. When he looked inside, he saw a pale woman in a white nightgown standing in the corner of the room, facing the corner. He returned to the room confused, but decided to look through the keyhole again on the third night. Upon doing this, all he could see was the color red, nothing else, just a constant deep shade of red. He returned to the front desk and the lady asked if he had looked through the keyhole. The man admitted to it and the woman sighed. She explained that many years ago, a man murdered his wife in that very room and that her ghost now haunts it, which is why it's never rented out. The ghost of the woman is said to be white all over except for her eyes, which are a deep shade of red. And number 1 is Jeff the Killer. A boy named Jeff moves into a new house with his family. One day, him and his brother encountered a group of 3 bullies who tried to attack them with switchblades, but Jeff defeated them, leaving them with broken wrists and stab wounds. Months later at a birthday party, the bullies returned, this time with handguns, ready to punish Jeff for what he did to them. After a lengthy fight, one of the bullies doused Jeff with a flammable liquid and set him on fire. He awoke at the hospital with bandages on his face, and upon removing the bandages, he found that his face was bleached white with bright red lips and black eyes. This made Jeff snap, and he said he loved his new face. He asked his mom if he was pretty, and she hesitantly said yes. That night, she heard Jeff crying in the bathroom. She went to check on him and found that he had cut off his own eyelid so he could avoid sleep. She screamed, and Jeff said,
"Mommy, you lied."
After which he killed her and his father with a kitchen knife and made his way to his brother's room. He then stabbed his brother in the chest, and the last thing his brother heard was,
"Shh, just go to sleep."
He then disappeared into the night, never to be seen again. Although legend has it, he's still out there looking for his next victim. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and comment your favorite creepypasta mentioned. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button to see more videos from me like this one, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss an upload. I will see you guys in the next video, and as always, stay curious.